Okay, good evening, welcome. Um, right now, what am I about to show to you is a continuation of our POS demo and coding structure discussion of this application. So, first, there are subtle changes in this uh, application. There are some UI changes, and also we have some new features here. So as you can see in our sales folder, we have this folder also, the tender feature that will collect the invoice of the customer. All right. So I don't know. I'm not a business developer, but I think this would be a good feature on running a grocery store. And maybe sooner or later we can add some online ordering in this one. This is basically not difficult to develop, but it will be not difficult to do that since we have the structure now. And let's start for the demo. So let's launch the application by debugging our code. Let's wait a while. First is I will demo the subtle changes of our application. So now, as you can see, when you log in, you have our buttons more rounder than the usual one, and we can also log in now. And on the menu side, the lines are now eradicated, and the selections of the highlight selection, the highlight on the selected item is now also changed to a more cooler versions. So if I click the customer, uh, I disregarded the coloring because I think this is not very, uh, or it's not good looking in the eyes. So in the item also, I have eradicated the box icon, and that's it for the subtle changes. And also in the sales page, sales detail view, I changed the icon from the arrow, the back arrow and the forward arrow to this one. So so that's it for the changes. Now let's add or let or now let's discuss the new feature of our application, and that is the collection of the sales invoice record. So on the past, we needed the main application to collect the items on this view here. But right now, we can do the collection in this application. So let's do that. Let's uh, let's create a new record or a new invoice. Add some items. But before that, I would like to change my customer name. I'd like to select the this one and add some items. So I have this, okay, toothpaste. Okay, let's just do that. 200. Let's make it 2. And since I am a very good customer, I will be discounted. So for each of the toothpaste, I will get number 2, and it will be 198 on each pieces. And as I'm seeing now, I would like to upgrade this numeric data fields to a more user-friendly interface so that the user will not type manually the quantity or the amount of an item. So let's add some items again. Let's uh, click that. Open black one. Okay, okay. Anyway, this is just a sample data. So maybe it's a weird combination of items, but that's none of my business. So we have also this new form here that will indicate if it is a sales charge or direct invoice that will be collected. So for example, I will just type here perks expenses and save this one. So let's just save that. And now we can collect this invoice now that you have saved it. So you'll be prompted with this screen. You are now uh, going to pay it with different kinds of pay types. So for example, in cash, I have 300 pesos cash and 200 pesos of check. And if you like to put the information for your check, you can always you can always click the I'm sorry, click the information button there and type whatever the text you have to type. So China Bank. And also I would like to edit this info there or label there. So we are now ready to print the receipt. So let's just click that. And okay, you have now the receipt. So that's it. That's our new feature on our application. Right now I have no physical printer, so I just directly print the official receipt. Maybe in the future we can create a virtual printer that will pass this receipt PDF and print it on the network. And when using the real actual printer, it will work because there are some printers that has an IP address. So that's it. So okay, for now that's what I like to discuss. In the future, I will be I will maybe add some inventory feature so that when we create a sales record, it will automatically deduct the quantities of this particular item to its inventory balance in the main application. So that's it. Thanks for sticking. So now let's discuss the code, the new added codes in our application. So basically, I have a new folder in my views, and it's called the tender folder, which has the views for the collection feature. So when you see it, this is the one. So it's basically an ordinary content page, and on the pop-up screen, when you let's debug again, log in. So sample this one. So in this pop-up screen, I'm using this container here, and it's of type pop-up page. And this pop-up page is belongs to this library here, the RG plugins pop-up. So it is a container that will um, contain. I mean, it's a container where the tender print or the main page is residing. So this is the main form. If you um, have it that way. So this is the main form, and it is of type sample view. This sample view is created in this library here, the sample browser.core. This is um what do you call this? This is a library coming from the Sync Fusion controls. And I think this Sync Fusion controls are free to use right now. So if you can see here, Sync Fusion, you can use this libraries for free. Let's search the Xamarin. So if you get this, you can, I think you can use this for a lifetime because they have a promo that if you get this installer on this time period, you can use this controls for a lifetime if you register. So let's find the Xamarin UI controls, download free trial. I think I have downloaded the installers for this controls here. If you're lucky, you can have the free version of the Xamarin UI kit with full features, I think. And DevExpress also has this promo, which is good. So I leave it that way. So let's go back to our project. By the way, I'm using the preview version of Visual Studio. So as you can see, you have different items in our objects or different icons on the Visual Studio. So that's it, I think. And of course, you have this code that will write a PDF file. I think it's pretty simple to, not simple, but if you will study this, you can be more comfortable on writing a code that will produce a PDF file or any kind of file. I think PDF file, yes. You can produce a PDF file, and that file you can create a command that will send this file to a printer. But for now, we have no actual physical device, so we can have this method here in the Android project. We'll call this method that will save the PDF and open it. This one. So this is a sync fusion code, and this is a dependency. So as you can see, you have an interface there that will dictate how you will save the how will you save your object. So this one, where is that now? Okay. It is here in the last line of our code. So you have this one, dependency, iSave, and you have an interface that will save, that will accept a parameter, and we'll call this library here, or method. So that's it. And also in our API, let's clear the area here. I made another model that will represent the official receipt. So you have the official receipt, the line item, which is the items, the tender line, which is the pay types, the VAT, which is the VAT details, the senior citizen, and use it for the both projects in the web API and the MPOS. So in our web API, we have a new repository also, and this is a collection repository. We can save our collection and also get the collection ID, and also you have the official get the official receipt with the parameter sales ID. All right, that's pretty simple. I think this is pretty self-explanatory. This line of codes here, and it will be used here in the just no here. So API official receipt, get official receipt, sales ID, and you can now loop the records and get the properties that will be needed in the official receipt printout. And also in our settings page, as I have discussed earlier, we have added some fields that will be inserted in our PDF printout. This is the code here. So you'll get the settings and the store name, the address you operated, the tin. I think that's it for the additional codes that we have mentioned. So Thanks.